Hello guys, welcome back to WarThunder and welcome to a video about the A-7D Corsair II. Now, I really didn't have a lot of high hopes for this patch, WarThunder 2.3. I thought that it's going to be like WarThunder 2.0, just a lot of fancy things, that's about it, and something really broken, like the Harrier GR1 in patch 2.0. But I was surprised. There were a lot of good additions done to planes, like the F-84s, especially on every single, like basically on every single tech tree, and this beautiful little beast. No, it's not that little. I didn't expect the A-7D to be like this. I took a look at it, said, okay, this thing must fly like a hunter. It will turn like crap. It will make use of those AIM-9Js, and that's about it. It looks heavy, it looks chunky, it looks bulky, but what I really found out was that this plane really performs like an F3H when it loses its energy. Like seriously, this thing performs like an F3H, but just a little bit heavier. And the guns on this thing don't even get me started. You get the GAU 13 cannons with the other cannon that everybody likes on the F4s, on the Phantoms. I forgot its designation, and it gets an air spawn. Like I did not expect this thing to get an air spawn. Seriously, like WarThunder, what the fuck? And it turned out to be a really good counter to GR1s because it can get to altitude really quick. It can intercept GR1s. It can get pretty decent air-to-air missiles, especially the first air-to-air missile that you get is an AIM-9E. AIM-9E is decent enough to do some damage. And this plane turned out to be not that fast. I expected it to be at least Mach 0.99, but it's basically the same as a saber. It doesn't accelerate that much. That is absolutely, like, it doesn't reach its top speed fast enough like a saber. That is true, but it has pretty good speed, and that speed needs to be conserved, or you're going to, well, in one turn lose a lot of speed like that, 250 kilometers per hour in just a small turn. So I start off by taking down a GR1, do the worst head-on ever on a J29D. I don't want to head on it for long because that thing has Aidens, and Aidens really scare me because, believe it or not, to me they're still the best cannons or guns in the entire game when it comes to airplanes. And now I'm just inside the furball trying to test this thing into its maximum, because when I took this thing out first game, like, I didn't have no air-to-air missiles, no nothing. I got 3 kills and an assist. That was something. That was a game and a half for a stock plane. And well, you get AIM-9Js and you can do that. I spot a Yak 38 in front of me. I just pepper him a little bit with the guns. He's gone. It's really fun. Like, it's really fun how this thing works. And for that I got a double strike, and now I'm about to get a triple strike. This thing does a lot of damage, and you can see it's really maneuverable. It can roll and it can turn. However, energy retention is going to be a thing in this plane. It can fool you. Be careful, guys. It can fool you. Energy retention is a must on this plane. Now, I think that a lot of people would say that this thing is overpowered. To a certain extent, it is. It is overpowered. However, it's a good counter to some planes like the Harriers, as an example, because the Harriers, as you know them, the GR1s to be specific, they carry like those bullshit on a stick SRAMs. There's one in front of me. I cannot even shoot it. Half of his plane I cannot even see. That's a bug or whatever, and he gets taken down by a friendly. But yeah, this thing is a good counter to something that is already OP in game. and it has flares. It can defend itself real good. And if a Harrier chooses to stick on you and launch all those airs at you, well, tough luck for him, because your flares are going to decimate his missiles. The missiles are not going to go for you at all. The SRAMs will definitely go for flares. So, in my honest opinion, this plane is OP, but it's the old type of OP. Because there is the Harrier FGR1, the Harrier GR1. So, it's a good counterpart. That's about it. Now, this is an earlier match that I had, the one I think before the one that I just showed in the video, but yeah, this highlights how this thing can be effective, but at the same time, if played wrong, it can, well, lead to bad consequences. Let's just say it like that. I got a first kill on a Voltour. I'm still using the AIM-9Es in this match. Now, I spot a Yak-38 in the distance, and I think that the enemy team is there too. So he tries to go for a head-on with me. I'm trying to expect how is it going to be, and I put shells into him. He continues on shooting even when I dodge, and he gets me with a nice little hit. I got him with a crit though. Damages to the right wing on a Yak-38. Yeah, that's not really that good. Now, I see the rest of the enemy team. We have a MiG-15 up high. MiG-15 does not present a high threat to me, since I can go like to 1000 kilometers per hour, but yeah, it does not make a lot of threat for me. So I'm worried about the G91s. The G91s are the ones that are going to bother you in this plane, and anything that, well, can retain energy that so good and maneuverable at the same time. So I'm just trying to follow, well, this guy, I guess, the AV8, and trying to get a kill here and there. So the MiG-17 peels off the AV8. I'm trying to follow up on him, and yeah, I light him up. Those guns are really good. Trust me, guys, those guns are really good. If you played the Phantom before with multiple guns, well, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But behind me, I get a Harrier. I don't like that. I'm running away. And to make matters worse, well, another Harrier is diving at me, but I have flares, and like I said before, flares really work against like the SRAMs. So yeah, in a little bit of a dogfight with him, he takes me up into the vertical. I get tunnel visioned, and this is, guys, what you don't want to do. Lose your energy in this thing. I lock him up, send the missile towards his way, and I should have dodged immediately because, well, I believe that the Yak-38 or something, yeah, a Yak-38 killed me instantly. So, my thoughts on this plane. It's seriously good. Like I said before, it's just a counter to the GR1. That's about it. Is it OP? It's just a tiny bit. Remove its air spawn and it's good. It can perform and it can do its role in battle. It just that air spawn has to go. Anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you share the same opinion about the A-7D. I know that a lot of people will be mad about the A-7D because it kills them at 9.3, it has AIM-9Js, things like that, but to be honest, it's really not that bad of a plane, and it really has some disadvantages more than the advantages. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. Fly safe, have fun, and I'll see you guys on the next one.